I parked my car in the dimly lit school parking lot, the only vehicle left amidst the empty spaces. The clock on the dashboard glared 1:37 a.m., a time when normal people would be fast asleep, not lurking in a deserted school. But I had a project to finish, an impending deadline that loomed over me like a dark cloud. As I stepped out of the car, a chill crept up my spine. The wind whispered through the trees, creating an eerie symphony that sent shivers down my arms. Ignoring the unease that settled in the pit of my stomach, I gathered my belongings and locked the car, the metallic click sounding unusually loud in the silence. With each step towards the school building, a sense of foreboding grew within me. The flickering streetlights cast distorted shadows, playing tricks on my mind. I quickened my pace, eager to enter the familiarity of the brightly lit hallways. As I approached the entrance, a dim light caught my attention, a flicker in one of the classroom windows on the first floor. Curiosity outweighed my apprehension, and against my better judgment, I decided to investigate. The door creaked as I pushed it open, revealing a dimly lit corridor. The air inside was heavy, as if time itself had settled within those walls. I hesitated for a moment, considering turning back, but an inexplicable force pulled me forward. Each step echoed through the deserted hallways, amplifying the eerie stillness. The sound of my own breathing became a haunting reminder of my solitude. The closer I got to the source of light, the more oppressive the atmosphere became, pressing against me like an invisible weight. I reached the classroom from which the light emanated, its door slightly ajar. I pushed it open gently, revealing a sight that froze my blood. The room was bathed in an eerie glow, the pale light casting sinister shadows on the worn desks and faded chalkboard. It was devoid of life, yet it pulsated with an inexplicable energy. A sense of being watched washed over me, prickling my skin with invisible eyes. I tried to steady my trembling hands as I scanned the room, searching for any sign of life. My breath hitched in my throat when I noticed a figure in the far corner, a shadowy silhouette standing motionless. I called out, my voice barely a whisper, but received no response. My heart pounded in my chest, urging me to leave, to flee from this unsettling presence. Yet, something compelled me to approach the figure, to confront the unknown. As I drew nearer, the figure seemed to fade, dissipating into thin air. Confusion and fear intertwined within me, as if the very fabric of reality was unraveling. Suddenly, a frigid breeze swept through the room, extinguishing the feeble glow, plunging me into darkness. Panic gripped me as I fumbled for my phone, desperate for its meager light to guide me. As the screen illuminated the room, I found myself surrounded by a host of twisted shadows, dark figures with elongated limbs and hollow eyes. They moved with an otherworldly grace, their forms shifting and contorting in the dim light. I stumbled backward, my heart pounding in my ears. The whispers began, barely audible at first, but growing in intensity. They spoke in a language I couldn't comprehend, their voices a cacophony of malice and despair. Terror gripped me as the figures closed in, their cold, ethereal hands reaching out towards me. I turned and ran, sprinting through the hallways, my footsteps echoing in my ears. The whispers chased me, their haunting melody seeping into my mind. Finally, I burst through the doors, gasping for air as I stumbled into the safety of the empty parking lot. The night air felt like a lifeline, offering solace from the suffocating presence that had consumed the school. I fumbled for my keys, my hands trembling uncontrollably, as I rushed to unlock my car. As the engine roared to life, I glanced back at the school building, half expecting to see the shadows lurking in the darkness. But the night was empty, devoid of any signs of the haunting I had witnessed. I peeled out of the parking lot, the image of those twisted figures etched into my memory. They were a reminder of the unseen horrors that lurk in the shadows, ready to engulf unsuspecting souls. And as I drove away, I vowed never to return to that school after dark, for fear of encountering the malevolent spirits that haunted its halls.